So we just found out that the freshman housing requirements are going to be waived starting next year. Do you live on campus?
I do.
Okay, so would you have chosen not to live on campus if the rule hadn't been in place this year?
Probably not because I'm not from here. I'm from Fort Lauderdale, so I wouldn't have a choice.
Okay. How have you enjoyed living on campus?
I have.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think it's very good. I live in Landings X.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think it's very good. I met more friends there. Now that I live on campus, if I didn't, I probably wouldn't have made as much friends. So
Okay.
happy that I do live on campus.
Okay, so they just waived the first year freshman housing requirement. Do you have any immediate reaction to that?
I guess that's cool for people that live close by, but I'm from Orlando, so I would have been living on campus either way.
Okay.
Mhm.
That's awesome. What dorms are you in?
I'm in Hall.
Okay. How do you like it?
I like it. I've made a lot of friends. It's a good community setting.
Yeah. Do you think your freshman experience would have been any different if you hadn't lived in the dorms?
Yeah, definitely. I wouldn't have met as many people. I like it though.
Honestly, I don't like the fact that we have to live here on campus the first year because it is pretty expensive. I feel that living in a dorm is more expensive than getting a small apartment for myself. And the fact that we are mandatory to buy a meal plan is also kind of unfortunate because I spend a lot more money on my meal plan than I do actually when I'm at home eating. So I could be saving a lot more money if I wasn't here living on campus my first year.
Do you think you would have lived in an apartment or something? Are you from Jacksonville?
I'm not from Jacksonville, but I did look into it and it is cheaper.
Well, that would be preferable for me because I live in town, so
Okay.
I guess I'm in favor of it.
Yeah, so you're from Jacksonville?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, would you have chosen to live off campus if it hadn't been for the requirement?
Most likely it'd be cheaper, so yes.
Okay, do you think it would have affected your college experience any, if you had lived at home versus living here?
I think it would because most of the time I'm out really late, so
Yeah.
I guess I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, let me hold this again.
Okay. Say it again, or no?
No, you're okay.
Okay.
So what do you think about the freshman housing requirement being waived?
Like you said, I think it's a good thing because I live in town, so it's
Okay.
I would be able to go back and forth pretty easily, so I don't think it's a huge deal.
Yeah, would you have chosen to live off campus if it hadn't been in place?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Do you think it would have made your freshman experience any different?
It would have been different for sure because living with 3 guys versus living with my mom is a little
Yeah.
different. So, but I think it would have been fine either way.
Yeah.
I would have been able to get to my classes on time and everything like that.
So we just found out that the freshman housing requirements are going to be waived starting next year.
Really?
Yeah.
See, my mom's gonna be pretty angry that it wasn't this year. I don't have an issue with it.
Okay.
Mostly because I needed to not live at home anyway. Because I'm from Jacksonville, so it's not a huge deal for me to move somewhere. But that's crazy. Really though?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Do you think you would have chosen to stay at home if it hadn't been a rule?
Well, I did get a grant myself, but there was for a while we thought that I wasn't going to be able to come to UNF at all because of my money situation and because of the requirement. So yeah, if I hadn't gotten a grant and that had been an option, then yeah, I probably would have still lived at home.
Do you think your freshman year would have been a lot different if you had lived at home versus being here?
Yeah, I actually prefer the living on campus thing because everything is so accessible and it's so much easier for me to get involved on campus since I live here. So I am glad that I lived here, but money-wise, definitely living at home would have been a better option.